Okay, okay, sorry. Good morning. We're going to do a day two. Day two of this new, I'm now on a time constraint right now. Things move around, so we're going to keep it with 30 minutes whenever, most likely during the week, just because I got to get it in, get it done, and get it out. So, yesterday we did a push and hinge. Today we're going to do a core that's going to involve a couple of different things, which I'm going to talk about a little bit, and then also a squat with our cardio. So here's how it's going to work. So we're on day two, and we got cardio, we got core squat. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 100 feet on the Jacob's ladder. It's somewhere around 50 seconds to a minute. So you could use anything. You could use a jump rope. You could do high knees situation. You could do a combination of jump rope, high knees, and jumping jacks. Or you could do jump rope, high knees, burpee, jumping jacks. There's so many things you could do in that time frame to kind of jack the system up, get you breathing heavier. Okay. Then after that, we're going to go into the mountain climber sequence. I introduced that a couple weeks back. We're going to do that again, but this time we're going to do 10 of each. And I'm going to show you a little element to the last motion, which is really important to kind of throw in until you have that mobility and flexibility. So mountain climber sequence, we're going to do 10 of those, and then we're just going to do 20 body weight squats, and we're going to go as many rounds as possible in 20 minutes. Okay, so just setting the timer. I'm just going to go. I'm going to try to, whatever breath I need, or try to keep the, right on top of it, or just a little underneath, overblowing. Set up for 20 minutes, and then and then go into the 10-minute stretch right at the end of that. Okay, that is it. I'm going to pop you in with probably the last round of the sequence before we jump to the stretch. All right, let's get to it. Okay, last sequence. 100 feet on ladder, 1 minute. Okay, arms elevated, feet to the inside. I'll do 10, break 10, break 10 of each one. 4. Get all the way back, good plank, all the way up. Forward position, feet to the outside, hands on floor. Alternating leg, foot to hand, 10 total. And then regular mountain climber. 20 squats. All right, good. Okay, I got 30 seconds left on the 20. So I'm gonna take it right into stretch. And we're gonna start with a foot elevated calf. A little different than the downward dog. Right here. Just find a place where you can elevate that calf, foot. Keep the leg straight and lean forward into it. Straight leg gets it into the belly of the calf. Now I have 10 minutes left. I know you can't see me, but and just hold this about through 30, 40 seconds. The key is making sure you do this every day, because then that's when it gets easy. It's going to take a while if you haven't been doing it. Oh yeah. You might even have to go longer for a while. Take 3 months and really stretch it out. Then you'll start to feel the body starts to give easier, more readily, the more often you do it. Okay? So now let's take it over to relax that back. That's over. You gotta feel a stretch through the hamstrings, up through the hip, low back. Drop down deep, right? And what I'm gonna do after this one is I'm gonna skip to the ones we didn't hit yesterday. And then you can keep trying to incorporate the rest of it into the sequence. Legs pushed out, I'm getting a good groin stretch, and I get up. Got that nice hamstring, low back. We'll do one more. 8. Okay, good. This is where you're gonna cross the leg over. Sit down into that hip and just push back into that right glute. Just hold it. The key here is keep the spine straight, even though I'm bent over, right? Same thing as a squat. Flat back, regardless of body pitch. If you can't keep it flat, then that usually shows you just how tight that is. So you don't want to go so low the back starts to round. Keep it straight. Good. Switch. So I did 5 rounds in that 20, right? The first round, very slow. You know, those mountain climbers, you want to come out of the gate and try to push that range, right? So I took my time, stretched it out. Took a little longer, but then after I got through that first round, and my body's ready to go. So I did 5. Pretty happy with that. I mean, if I was warmed up and ready to go, I could probably get 6, but that's not the point, right? You know, I don't want to, it's not a performance right now. It's about getting it in correctly. The body can absorb it, right? So now, what I'm going to do, the idea was to keep that body, hip flexor stretch, right front hip, pelvis rolls under, press forward into it. So the mountain climber sequence, the idea is to get it out of my shoulders. And the only way I do that is I gotta keep the hips down. And then I gotta pull my shoulders down with my lats out of my ear, so I'm locked in. And then it becomes about core and flexibility. So is it dynamic? Yeah. You do it incorrectly. Can you like bang out your knees, bang up your knees a little bit? Sure. So that's why you need to be very attentive to the technique. The numbers mean nothing. It's the technique, the quality of the action. So if you can only do 3 of those in a sequence, then only just start with 3. But 3 correctly is 10 times better, well, 1,000 times better than 10 poorly. Because you will not progress the 10 poor. All you're doing is just building in bad patterns that eventually are going to come back and haunt you. So when you jump back and you get to the flat, you have to be engaged here, otherwise my back will sink in and then I'm going to get some compression of that low back, right? We don't want that. There's no point in that. So if I can only do that twice, then that's what I start with. Okay? Let's see. Let's go from there. Keep stretching, finish it out, and then we'll jump back in tomorrow. It should be Saturday, so I'm hoping for a little longer, bigger action. I feel like maybe some dips and pull-ups are in the course. So let's check back in tomorrow. All right, good workout.